It's going to be a short live. Got some things I need to do, but I felt compelled to do so because I think it's a sadly profound time to show you that the protection and provision BS was exactly that. So let me make sure I got a mic going on here. Check 1, 2. Yeah, I do. Okay. um, just gonna wait for people to come in. So let me do my thing here. So we got uh, let's see what we have here. Let's see what he says about weak beta men. Uh, okay. All right. Am I live? I'm alive. Good. Okay, let me put them on the screen. No, don't want that one. Let's see about this nerd right here. Let's see if he plays any clips. Why not? Why not? Oh, this is this dude. I can't play him. He's gonna get pissed. Let's see what else I got here. All right, I might as well go right into the meat of the matter because let's see here. Yeah, yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. I got to get some volume on this. A little bit more too. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. This is a quick one, unscheduled and quickly thrown up this morning. Basically, as you heard, some YouTubers found themselves deleting each other. Well, one deleting two others. And it brought me to think about how poorly um, red pill black men, and I specifically say red pill black men, um, protect their women. And the first question is, what in the hell was she doing there in the first place? Tanya Sweat, good seeing you. Good seeing you. And I just realized how little that a large portion of the black men in our community value black women. And so I thought I'd talk about it today, along with pointing out some very important things that we need to see and hear, you know. So I'm going to bring to the stage another person who failed in the protection and provision department. On the screen, you see DDG, and DDG, unfortunately, I had some hopes for, but he's turning out to be pretty much a straight up bandit. And what I mean by protection and provision, that means by protecting somebody from all forces, including your demons you might have inside of yourself. That's right, the demons inside of yourself. The demons you have inside of yourself and others external, you know, other human beings, other monsters. He failed. Actually, DDG as a man has failed. Hallie, believe it or not, if you look at their past, Hallie tried to do everything she could to make him look normal. You can bring up the "you should have chose better" banner, but let's face it, fellas, y'all would have chose him. Y'all are taking his side as we speak right now. Let's see what he has to say.
If I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son.
No, it doesn't work like that. What you need to do is pick up the phone, call, and make a schedule to come pick them up. Not just see. I'm telling you, and I'm going to say this all through this live stream because it's the most important thing I can say right now. These dudes. Let me turn off the TV real quick. These dudes are literally using babies to trap women because they know they think they own you. These dudes think like slave owners. I'm telling you, they do. They think just like slave owners. Too bad Hallie caught up with it too late. He thinks he owns her. Just like Blueface thinks he owns Krishan Rock. They don't care if they've been banging 150 other women. They really don't. What they care about is what they care about. And they don't really care. What they want is what they want. So I'm just getting everything adjusted here. That's the issue that a lot of Black women will have. And the more that you slide towards the BMW side of the scale, the more damage you will take. I believe that every Black woman can have a small sense of BMW fever. But the more you slide to the left, the more you will find yourself in trouble or getting abused because you're always going. The more you slide to the left on the BMW side, that's Black male worshiper. The more you slide to the left, the more times you will be giving a Black man a break he is or may not deserve. That means you're in front of this person, this human being who might be a sociopath, narcissist, whatever. And yes, of course, other races of men are the same way, can have the same traits too, but we're just worried about Black women who mostly date Black men, okay, at about 85, 90%. So, to your detriment, by the way, I should state. We're only going to focus on that because that is the immediate. There might be other threats, but that is the immediate threat to your life. And that's going to come out later in here. So let's see what he says. Here we go.
Some women cannot stand to see their ex thriving, especially.
And again, I've played this clip before, I believe. There's nothing thriving about DDG. He's not thriving. She's the one thriving. He's doing a podcast. She's doing movies. What the fuck? Let me repeat that again. He's doing little ass podcasts. She's doing movies. What the fuck?
Actually, without her in the picture, she gave him a child, and in her mind, that meant control. But now,
See, and this is what's weird is that we got this we got men who defend men harder than they defend women. Men who defend men harder than they defend women. There's all think about it. I want you to sit on that for a minute. Men who defend men harder than they do women. And yeah, we did a lot of live streams on this.
she sees him winning without her. It's driving her crazy. And what's the best way to bring him down? Use his kid against him. Hallie.
See, and this what this dude is saying, whoever this Zach Taylor dude is. What's sad about it is this. He is taking the side of a man who has always shown a hatred for Hallie from the beginning. Why she fell for his act, I don't know. She's not keeping him from his kid. Well, she has to now because he's got a restraining order. But she wasn't keeping him from his kid, and this is common. This is like what you're listening to is something that happens a lot, where the dude is, oh, you keeping me from my kid. No, she's keeping you from trying to control her. Now, you pick up the phone, you cordially ask for a good time to come see your child that you really don't give a F about. Because how many times have you seen him talk or speak about his other kid? Exactly. You never have. He's got another kid by a woman he left. So you're taking the side of Halle Bailey because he left another woman with a child. I mean, literally, that's what you're saying. You're taking her side because he's already shown a pattern of deadbeatness. He got a whole other kid to take care of. He should be happy she's taking most of the time for the kid. But see, he's not there for the kid. He's there to control Halle and get whatever he wants from Halle. That's why he's there. Otherwise, he would chill out for a while and just do his thing, which he's doing, and leave her the hell alone. This whole mantra about, oh yeah, you know what, you're just trying to, you won't move away, you won't move on. She moved on like a mofo. He's the one who ain't moved on. Let me keep going here. Let me keep going. Where is it? Here we go. Remember this?
Got no parent. It's crazy. My son ain't got no parent at 4 a.m. Nobody want to watch him. She got Marsh. She got Marsh watching the baby at 4 a.m. so she could what? Get some dick, do a verse, fucking nigga.
He's not there for the child. He's there for manipulation. He is definitely there for manipulation. Number one is 4 a.m. Number two, the woman that you see right here that he pulled the baby from, she's called a babysitter. Babysitters watch babies. She's probably a lot more qualified to watch the child than he is. Obviously, the fact of the matter, him showing up at 4 a.m. didn't help his situation. This is, by the way, this is a year ago before he went to jail. He's shooting at dudes. Now this is the ownership segment of this live stream. I mean,
She got Marsh watching the baby at 4 in the morning so she could what? Get some dick? Do a verse? Fucking nigga? Let me get in here, bro.
wow, he's sure protecting Krishan's reputation, isn't he? And DDG was protecting Hallie's reputation, wasn't he? By talking shit about her. And this happens all the time. The thing is, you think, oh wow, this guy's famous, and wow, the other guy's semi-famous, or whatever you want to call him. This is how dudes in our community act, culture act, whatever you want to call it.
All this so you could do a verse.
And you want to know how I know why? Because there's a lot of guys in this chat defending him. Like, yeah, man, that happened to me.
Some dick. You a both bitch. My son ain't got
So,
no.
so where is the protection and where is the provision? Really, I mean, really, answer that question for me. Either in the chat or you can answer it in the comments after the live stream. All right, folks, it's time to get to it. Let me play this clip right here.
So last night on the Las Vegas Strip, this guy, his name is Manny. He's a local Las Vegas YouTuber, and he had some beef.
He's a local Las Vegas criminal, but who YouTubes. But let's keep it going.
Beef with Finney. He's also a Vegas YouTuber. I don't think he's from here, but they had some beef that's been going on for about a year. And well, Manny didn't like what he had to say to him. And so he proceeded to pull up on them while they were live streaming and basically unalive them right on the Las Vegas Strip. Now, I heard that Manny is kind of on the run. They haven't caught him yet, but I'm sure they will catch up to him.
They caught him. They caught him. I think everyone has seen the clip, but I'll play it anyway. Where is that clip at? It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. And he is not a man. Let me just calm down. Let me just calm down. See, where was the protection there? Here we go. I'm not going to play the graphic parts because I don't want it. So, the first thing is this. His wife posts up on dude. She's doing the protecting, not him. He's out like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's the saddest thing you would ever see because she is a very pretty woman. And as you saw him, he was not blessed. Let's just put it that way. He was not blessed at all in life. Bowling ball head. Rest in peace, bro. Look, so right when that first shot went off, she should have been a track star. Now, of course, this other dude here who's in jail now, he's a POS, but we won't worry about that because that's not the important part. The important part is that she posted up to protect him. Isn't that masculine? Shouldn't he have posted up and protected her? Look, instead of her running the other way, what you do is you run the other way. Well,
Are you kidding me?
you don't say That hurts. That really hurts me. That you cannot, and you dudes have the nerve to say that black women are not down for you. It's disgusting you say that after this. This is not a once in a while thing. This is an everyday thing. Black women ended up deleted right or wrong with you and your cousin or your brother or your buddy, somebody you know. And then you have the nerve to turn around and talk crap about them. When, as you can see, there's not one other race of women anywhere near the killer. I believe we can call him the alleged killer at the moment. Makes me sick to my stomach. Makes me sick to my stomach. In front of one of the most luxurious hotels in Las Vegas. That's why divestors divest. They want away from this shit. There is nothing wrong from divesting from shit like this. Nothing. Whether you divest, what I call a cultural divest. Hi, Life with Marlena. It's good seeing you, Marlene. You can divest from a culture of danger, from a dangerous community. Can you really blame anybody for living? I mean, look at even Floyd Mayweather. He divested. He doesn't live in the hood. He doesn't necessarily, only date black women. You have no problem with him, do you? Hypocrites. This is what this look. She didn't deserve this at all. There's no way you're gonna be able to talk me into that. Everybody welcome Marlene to the channel. It's good seeing you. This hurts my heart seeing this. And the fact that dude was cold-blooded enough to shoot her, oh man, that makes my blood boil. The only thing I can say or do or hope, and let's just call it hope for now, is that he never gets out of jail ever. Ever. But the problem I have is this. What is a man bringing his woman to a dangerous location? Not the Bellagio. The Bellagio is, they got 100 guards, 1,000 guards probably inside. This ain't going down inside the bell. No. But they knew dude was hostile and they still went down there. Oh, she should have known better. That's her wife. That's his wife. What, isn't she supposed to be submissive? She was submissive. She was submissive, right? She went down to a dangerous area with her hubby and paid for it. That's about as submissive as it gets. He could not care. Her husband could not. Her husband, that's the weird thing. Not caring less about somebody's safety and saying husband. That's like two things. It's like, look, I know a nut job when I see one. I ain't going near that dude. Because you need to know the capabilities of a nut job. Shit, I know the capabilities of a nut job. I do. Best thing to do when a nut jobs, don't fuck with them. Protect yourself, but don't fuck with him. Because they've already in their mind made it in their mind their life ain't shit. No one who has love for themselves or love for life or love for their career does what Manny did. And a man who loves his wife does not drag his wife down to the kingdom or whatever you want to call it. Blackistan. You don't do that. It's so ironic. Billion-dollar hotel surrounding you, but somehow they make a little spot on that strip, Blackistan. It's sad. Let's catch up with the news a little bit. Let's see what they're saying. Here we go.
Las Vegas Boulevard is back open, as well as the sidewalk in front of the Bellagio fountains, following an overnight shooting that Metro Police say left 2 people dead. And police believe it all started with conflict online. It was there near
these beefs, this black YouTube, as they call it, beef circuit, it can get lethal because you're dealing with people that are not tied too tightly. They don't have it all.
Near the Bellagio fountain.
Again, I repeat, they themselves don't think they're shit. So if they don't think they're shit, they're basically kamikaze pilots.
On the left side of the property, where police say they located 2 people suffering from apparent gunshot wounds last night around 10:40, and police say they were both pronounced dead on the scene. Now, at the last police briefing earlier this morning, Metro Police said they were still trying to locate and apprehend the suspect at that time. They have identified the person internally, but are not sharing that name publicly just yet. Police.
Well, even the internet found that out. It's Manny and Finney. Finney's the black dude. Manny's the Latin dude. You can just watch Manny's channel and know there's something wrong. Let's break it down.
As we speak, police have arrested a suspect in the deadly Las Vegas Strip shooting just moments ago. They announced the arrest of Manuel Ruiz in connection to the double homicide.
So shout out to urban politicians for grabbing this. I forgot where this news is. I can't find the news. So I'm going to just go ahead and focus on watching it this way. But here we go.
This happened Sunday, just before 11 p.m. local time, right there near the Bellagio Hotel's iconic fountain. A live stream actually captures the moment when gunshots ring out and it sent tourists running in terror. We should warn you that some of the images here are disturbing. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us now. Sam, what do we know about this suspect?
So we know there was a manhunt that was going on, Morgan, for about 11 hours until 5 or 10 minutes ago. We found out from police in the area that Manuel Ruiz, 41 years old, turned himself in, walked into the police station. He has been
a 41-year-old man. So Manny is 41. Aren't you supposed to know better at 41? I don't know. That's just how it's supposed to work. I guarantee you this. I bet both of those men love them some Kevin Samuels.
Been detained. He now, according to police, faces 2 different charges: open murder with a deadly weapon, 2 of them. What that means is they're not specifying the degree of homicide, 1st degree, 2nd degree manslaughter. It's going to be up to a jury to decide that. But there was a live streamed video of a murder that was perpetuated on Las Vegas Boulevard, the middle of the Strip, as you said, the Bellagio, which is one of these just landmark places in Las Vegas. And you're watching in real time on YouTube as a murder is executed. And you actually got a very good look at his face in that video. I'm not sure if it was in the portion of the clip that we showed, but police clearly were able to identify who they were looking for. They also added, Morgan, that there was a history online with some sort of social media feud between him and one of the victims. There were 2 victims in this case.
I mean, the fact that it was live streamed is what I think is just kind of like head scratching in 2025. And it also shows you, though, what a key.
You want to know something? If these OSPs don't get a hold of this, this is going to get a lot worse. Because there's a lot of other people out there that are kamikazes. And even whether they delete themselves or end up in jail forever, their 15-minute of fame in their mind is worth more than the lives of others and their own life.
Key piece of the investigation, something like that is,
It
right?
must have helped investigators, but ironically, it was not necessarily what led to this man's arrest. It was the fact that he had turned himself in. But I also think
Kamari Skerritt's live on.
Why Seeking Knowledge in the house? Why is Seeking Knowledge, Tanya Sweat, Life with Marlene? I thanks everybody for coming through. Here we go.
The Strip with what we've learned so far. Kamari.
Ozzy, a suspect is now in custody in connection to that double homicide that happened just here on the Las Vegas Strip. 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz turned himself into Henderson police this morning. Police say they knew who they were looking for. They have not identified the victims, but the shooting was on a live YouTube stream from a man calling himself Finney the Legend. Police say Ruiz and the victims
I guess he's a legend now, huh?
had a personal dispute. Investigators say the conflict unfolded over several social media platforms. Officers were on routine patrol when they heard gunshots and rushed toward the area where they found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the sidewalk. Both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. Now Ruiz does face 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. Reporting on the Las Vegas Strip, Kamari Esquera.
Yo, yo, yo.
That's basically what's going down, y'all. Indy and a mom in the house. So let me make something clear. I'm not saying that somebody has to exclusively divest, but let's face it, there's some divestion that has to go on. And there's also some hypocrisy that's going on with divesting, which happens to do with the men. The men divest twice as much at the clip than women do. So why are the women getting this ridicule for divesting? What? Okay, I'll tell you one thing. The young lady who passed away during this incident, she wasn't divesting. She wasn't. It's not. That's a strong argument, y'all. Now, there was a young lady who did pass away from what they said she was divesting, but it was really just a day because she never said she was divesting. Corsia in the house. Corsia, it's good seeing you. But no, I don't know what to say. I mean, look, the best way to think of divesting is this. You're using it as a meter to regulate and measure character in men. The problem we have in our community is this. There are not enough black men to go around, and enough toxic black men know that. So if you want to be down and date strictly black men, you have a 50-50 chance of not only dating somebody who's going to cheat on you, but it's a 50-50 chance he is going to beat on you. If you date other races as well as possibly black men, whatever you desire, because love is love, right? And black men do it double time. So, but you start to see you get a better choice in men when you think of men in general, instead of just saying, oh, I have to have Pearl BMW X5, with all the trimmings, it's got to be 2017. The more picky you have, the more picky you are when it comes to men in general, the more leverage the ones you want have on you. Because they know that, well, I'm 6'5" and blah, 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 and all you want to do is date 6'5" people. They know that all they have to do is be 6'5". They don't have to treat you good. They're 6'5". They're 6'5". And then, what? They have to be 6'5" and they have to be black. That's what the hardcore BMW thing is. Oh, he has to be 6'5" and he has to be a black man, and I'll hold a black man down. A lot of women will say, that. Now you really leverage a problem. And it's not your fault. It's just you have to understand the situation you're putting yourself in. Henry Mars is in the house. Why Seek Knowledge, Indiana Mom, Corsia, Tanya Sweat, Life with Marlene. So I know it sounds weird coming from a black man saying, hey, you might want to look at other options, but it's more of a calibration as well. That's what it is. There are men that will not, if you're used to being treated poorly by, let's say, a bunch of men, recalibrate, you'll be okay. You'll be just fine. Go out with men who will pull out a chair or open the door for you. Who other men, get it, listen to this. Who other men, if they call this person a simp, you're on the right track. Because really a simp is a bandit's worst enemy. What they perceive as a simp is the bandit's worst enemy. I tell you why. Because they know that if he continues to treat you good, the simp, and you appreciate that, you ain't going nowhere. That's why they despise Ciara so much. She hasn't gone anywhere. They've been waiting for her to leave Russell the simp for years. It's almost been 10 years. It's almost been 10 years. You see where I'm coming from? They know like if a woman starts being treated right by a man with consistency, she ain't gonna go nowhere because she ain't there. Unfortunately, ladies, at least in our community, there's just not that many choices. If you're willing to look out, there's other options, but for the most part, that's what's going down. That's what's going down. And so that's the best advice I can give you. Let's keep this going here. So let me show you a close-up.
I do want to say condolences to the entire family of Vinny the Legend and also his wife Bubbly, as y'all.
Yeah. Again, Bubbly should have been in the bubbly at home watching this on TV too. Why do we bring our wife? He's married to her. That's what made it even worse. You were supposed to protect her, dude. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry you passed away, bro, but she's not even supposed to be there. She's not even supposed to be there. Here we go.
Scene right there. They were both shot and killed last night on the Las Vegas Strip. And for their loved ones, people that dealt with them on a day-to-day, I don't know if they had children or not, but
I mean, that's just terrible. You red pill dudes bragged about protection and provision. What the fuck? He brought his woman to a war zone. It is. It is. It's sad.
God bless their souls and may they rest in peace. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning from NBC Las Vegas and Channel.
And let me go forward a little bit. Here's the deleter right here.
In real time on anything like this, and that guy wasn't thinking in that moment. This is going to be a premeditated murder. Sin City Manny Wise, there's documentation of the feud, the beef that they was having back and forth. Strikes were set on channels, they into it, and he was streaming himself before letting it be known that he was looking for them.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing is that YouTube beefs or beefs, social media beefs, they really don't take them seriously, even though drill rappers are dropping like flies from beefs online. Drill rappers are literally dropping like flies left and right from beefs online, but still usually by per se, nobody really takes it seriously. I guarantee you right now, LV, they're going to be taking it seriously because this is bad for business. This is real bad for business. They were in like the main tourist area, right? Ground zero of opulence, ground zero of the strip. People, they're going on vacation to avoid this shit. So I guarantee you now, they're going to take care of this now. Some Vegas people start some crap online. They're going to be taking this a little bit more seriously now because it's bad for business. Depending on what went down with YouTube has got some. They've already started some stuff, but now they got to. They're like right now. You know what the YouTube is saying? Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Man, let's see if I have something to hit the spot. You know, something to hit the spot.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the new thing. If somebody wants to be an online troll.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
I mean it. The beef circuit is over.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail. Period.
And I'll be just doing this. That's what's going down, y'all. That's what's going down. So that's what's going down, because the fact of the matter is there's going to be a system where they find, I think the first thing that will happen is that like when somebody reports a beef or something like that, which is going to take away from all the other shit, they're going to be like, okay, ding, ding, out. They may not even do 3 strikes. If they hear some violence, it's like ding, ding, out, bye. You ain't worth it. They don't want any more of this.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Great advice, Marlene. So basically, this is what it's all about.
Things like that, the taunting, and it turned into this, which
I think they thought he was playing. They thought old man Manny was playing.
It's never worth it at all. Either way, We lost 2 lives. Then this dude right here is going to prison for life, more than likely, because of the simple fact, bro, this is a premeditated murder. You walked up on them, walked past them, turned around and started shooting them.
Might have been able, quite honestly, I think he would have got away with maybe 20 years if he just killed the dude. It sounds weird, but yeah. The wife wasn't doing anything, he could have said, well, yeah, he jumped at me, stand your ground. And they wouldn't have believed him, but at least that would have said, okay, we'll just knock off some years for the idea of that shit. So we're not going back and forth with your lawyer all day about stand your ground. We'll just give you 20 years. But when he shot the young lady, the beautiful young lady, by the way, it was a wrap. He's not getting out. He might as well just go ahead and start selling everything he has at the house for legal fees, just to see if he, just in case they have the deletion penalty here. Here we go.
It's just never gonna fly, dog, and it can't be something that people take this serious. And this is why I move and speak the way that I speak. I'm not on this internet threatening nobody. I will defend myself if I gotta defend myself, nigga. That just goes without saying. I don't think nobody is just letting somebody dog them out or treat them like less than. But when people be getting into these things and I'm gonna pull up to you, I'm gonna do this, I do that, I just be like, hey, bro, don't play with me. I'm a grown man. I don't do the playing on the internet. I don't do the character stuff, because you don't never know what nobody else.
Yeah, that's a good point. He brought up the character stuff. Like, I guess what they mean is like when a character of pretending to be a bandit, per se, for example, or pretending to be a monster, per se, when really what you're thinking is that you're not. But basically, the bottom line is, usually people are people. People love people. Anyway, here we go.
Going through, you don't know how there's nobody feeling. Defend what you stand for. Defend who you are as a man and as a human. But sitting up here just engaging in these type of things and you think other people playing, I know niggas ain't playing already, because I've been seeing
bars. That's how these dudes be getting the drop on other dudes. It's because the other dude, the other dudes think you playing. You saw how they were smiling before, like the husband and wife are smiling and stuff. You don't do that when you really think you're going to be engaged like that. It happened. It happened. And then this happens. Pause up for a minute. And this happens. See, for some reason, and it's more so a trait in men, we truly think we're going to get away with shit. Dudes think they're going to get away with stuff. They think they can just do shit to women, to other people, and like there's not going to be no consequences. Let's see what happened to this guy.
Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Judge Cummings.
You got orange on. Look at him. He's got the orange on. He got the judge in front of him. He's got the public defender. Yeah, we about to get down right now. Got to get around right now. Here we go.
Yes, we were here for a contested, but what's going on?
We are going to be withdrawing now, and we will agree to alternate amend conditions for state ISF, cognitive program, MRT class, and ISP supervision for 12 months.
Correct. All right, so here's the court's questions. And we're not on the record. Mr. Carney, what is your underlying issues? Or can somebody tell me?
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I was ashamed to come back in your courtroom because you gave me a chance, and with my family,
Carney, could I have parties announced for the
Already
record?
said the family word. See, that's supposed to be like the phrase that gets the judges to lower their arms.
For the state.
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Danny Callahan, defense.
And are you Claudette Carney?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, so this is a case that I needed time to think over. And this is the case probation. Is this the case where there is potential DDRF?
Yes, Judge.
So this is what the court is going to do unless there's more argument by either side?
No, Your Honor. No, Judge, it's a two-man argument at the last hearing.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication.
So basically he's an axe man. He's trying to pretend he's one of those serial killers, attacking people with an axe. That's really not nice.
There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapons. I'm going to order DDRF. So you're going to remain in custody until you transfer to their inpatient facility, and that's for mental health. You understand? If you would like, I can either sentence you to 5 years prison, or either you can do this probation.
We need 10, in my opinion.
What you prefer?
I'll do probation, ma'am.
All right, so the 10 years deferred, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, DDR.
This is an issue that a lot of people online and offline have to deal with. Dudes who have they have restraining orders, they have probation, they have a history, and this is why they get so emboldened, because sometimes the court gives them the break. You know that break that a lot of black men say they don't get? A lot of black men get that break.
RF. There is going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The mixed caseload, regular UAs. Are you receiving any type of SSI?
No, ma'am.
There's going to be proof of employment.
Who wants to employ him?
Within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
Thank you. No,
300 hours of community service restitution. There's to be no contact with Ted Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am.
And from reading the PSI report, it appears both parties were homeless.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anyone have a copy of the TAP evaluation?
On hand, Judge, I can find it.
All right, Ms. Abrams, do you have the TAP evaluation?
Judge, let me.
Drug issue, or do I need to order that outside of that?
No.
One time per month for 4 months. Supervised content court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So this is what happens.
Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
364 days later.
Judge,
Yes.
Never learned. Never learned.
So, yes, we were here for a contested, but what's going on?
We are going to be withdrawing now, and we will agree to alternate amendment conditions for state ISF cognitive program MRT class, and ISP supervision for 12 months.
Correct.
All right, so here's the court's questions. And we're not on the record. Mr. Carney, what is your underlying issues? Or can somebody tell me?
Your Honor, to be honest with you, I was ashamed to come back in your courtroom because you gave me a chance. And with my family, I stay up at my deceased brother's house, and honestly,
So he don't even have his own place, really.
my family feuding over the insurance policy money and the house, and I got caught in between in the middle. Now,
Oh, that always happens. Nobody has a will. I always tell people, get a will, as
Yes, ma'am.
someone who doesn't have one, but that's what I say.
recently we all just moved from New Orleans to here, and it was about 12
Excuses.
incidents. He caught a heart attack in his house, and when you let me back, I thought I was going to a safe place, and I wasn't. And I got caught in the middle. Now I'm not going.
So what's your plan?
My plan is, honestly, 3 years ago, I was in an accident. I was inside of an Uber coming from, I had 2 jobs. I was inside of Uber and got hit by an 18-wheeler. I was about to pay my probation off. I was gonna pay you guys off and try to go back home because I have 2 properties out there I have to take care of.
And where is home?
Thank you for coming by, Marlene.
Port Hudson, Louisiana, and New Orleans. That's where my dad's side of the family from Baton Rouge. My mom from New Orleans, but I have property out there. I just want to just stop giving y'all state trouble and just do the right thing.
But I understand what you're saying and I'm hearing the words, but I still haven't heard what you're playing.
Everybody, make sure you check out Marlene's channel. Most definitely. Marlene, if you'd like, feel free to put your link in the chat.
My plan is, after I win my lawsuit, because I called the guy, I was inside of an Uber. It's over $1 million.
Okay, let's do this. Let's assume,
I was going to pay the whole
supervision at the very least.
all right. So what I'll do is then the MRT, a referral to Center for Healthcare Services, because I don't want him, if he's supposed to be on medications, I don't want him not on his medications when he leaves the jail. The mid caseload and ISP. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? What I'll do is then the
So the vision for at least 12 months and the MRT.
I think we'll end the night right there. I stayed on 45 minutes longer than I was going to. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. Tonight's live stream was just a quick one I threw together because I wanted you guys to see the serious issues we have going on. I mean, if you want to be known for protecting and providing to women, why don't you start by protecting and providing to women? This is DJ Torch. And well, let me shout out everybody. Shout out to Marlene, shout out to Tanya, shout out to Henry, shout out to Garcia, shout out to Wide Seeking Knowledge. Thanks everyone for coming through. And of course, the replay gang, thank you. This is DJ Torch, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm out.